in that process was quite unfortunate. Now, the gravamen of the matter is that the members of Agune Chamber, because there is this confusion about Agune Chamber and Udogachi. Just like you mentioned now, you call it them Udogachi. Yes, Udogachi is an operational name. Udogachi is not just about the state security outfit. Udogachi encompasses the Nigeria Police, the Army, the DSS, the Civil Defense, all the federal agencies, security agencies in Anambra State, plus the state security outfit. So that is Operation Udogachi. It's an operational code name to handle issues just like a security joint task force. But Agune Chamber is the state security outfit. Agune Chamber itself is a creation of the law of Anambra State. It's a creation of the Homeland Security Law. And if you go by the Homeland Security Law 2025, where you find the powers and the functions of Agune Chamber, because it is important that we understand the powers and functions of the security outfit. As I said earlier, we are not trying to justify the overzealousness or the error or the infringement on the rights of the people of the particular victim you mentioned about. We're not justifying that. Like I said, it was unfortunate that happened. But I'll begin by enumerating that the powers of Agune Chamber in the state, I'm having the Homeland Security Law here with me, the Anambra State Homeland Security Law 2025. If you come to Section 5, I'll just take you to Section 5E and F of the Homeland Security Law. It says the Agune Chamber have powers to enter and search any compound into which a questionable person runs while being pursued. The Agune Chamber have powers to form special forces or squads for the purpose of tackling kidnapping, banditry, consumption of illicit drugs, cultism, robbery, and any other violent crimes in the state. Now, what happened on that fateful day was that because the Agune Chamber, we have Agune Chamber at 3 different levels, though all of them under the purview and the supervision oversight functions of the state command. You have the Agune Chamber at the community level. We have the Agune Chamber at the local government level and then at the state. Now, the community unit of Agune Chamber in Oba town were chasing, in conjunction with the state command strike force, were chasing after a group of cultists, suspected cultists, who were riding on about 12 motorcycles, from what we were told. Now, in the course of that pursuit, the cultists, the suspected cultists, ran into an area, an isolated area, and in the process ran also into some houses there. And the operatives, in the exercise of their functions, as I just read out now, in the exercise and in conformity with their powers in Section 5, F, E and F of the Homeland Security Law, pursued them into those compounds. And from what we were told, they got to the compound, some people ran into different rooms within that compound. So they went to these places and knocked to bring out the people. They brought them out to screen them, to identify which, and from what they said, and from even what the victim narrated to me, that they were about, I think they were more than 10 or so in a room. So the operatives went to that place and they were going, searching those buildings. And it was not just that building that was in that compound. So that was what led to them going there. So what took them to that place in the first place was their pursuit after a group of suspected cultists, which is in line with our mandate. So, as I said earlier, while trying to screen them, we do not rule out this issue of human errors, because this is human endeavor. So that unfortunate incident happened. And immediately that happened, I was surprised. I'm just surprised to hear that someone is talking about trying to sweep under the carpet. Immediately the incident happened, we got the report immediately. And the first step we took was we arrested the operatives. We arrested the operatives involved in that act. Then detained them. They were with us because our practice is when an incident involves our own operatives,
right,
what we do is we arrest them, carry out our preliminary investigations, then get the complainants or the victims involved, interview the victims and the complainants alongside with our own operatives in order to determine the level of what action to take, whether it is something that we can handle by internal disciplinary measures or something that we have to prosecute. So in this case, in the instant case, we arrested our people, then invited the victims. The victims came to my office, accompanied by the local government coordinator of NYSC. They came to my office, and we brought everybody together to hear them out. In the end, our views was that our men who went on that assignment, though they went on a legitimate, a legal assignment, but their actions, the act carried out there was unacceptable.